Russia says it thwarted Ukrainian efforts to advance amid heavy fighting in the south. The skies over southern Ukraine were heavy with the echo at artillery fire. For weeks, the two sides had been locked in a fierce battle where Ukrainian and Russian forces had met along the front lines. Neither side seemed to gain ground, with little territory being won or lost. The village of Robotyne became a symbol of the struggle as the Ukrainian troops fought tooth and nail to claim it, but their efforts had yet to bear fruit. Reporters from RIA Novosti traversed the desolate landscape, where houses stood broken and empty, a testament to the brutal two-month assault. Video footage captured by them revealed wrecked Ukrainian armor, abandoned in haste. The Russian media continued to proclaim that their military had successfully halted the Ukrainians at the village's gateways. Even amidst the continuous shelling, some civilians clung to their homes. Images of the destruction were shared, not just by RIA Novosti but other Russian sources, all purporting to show the ruined Ukrainian armor. The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed the repelling of Ukrainian attacks, with one military blogger boasting of retaking trenches that had been momentarily captured by Ukrainian forces. Yevgeny Belitsky, the Russian-appointed head of the occupied part of Zaporizhzhia, also claimed victory in repelling Ukrainian infantry near other southeastern villages. The war raged on, but in the trenches and broken streets of the south, neither side could claim a definitive advantage. Russia condemns Ukraine's change of motherland symbol on Kyiv statue. In the heart of Kyiv, the towering statue known as Motherland had been a symbol of the Soviet past. But change was in the air, and the Ukrainian government decided to replace the Soviet hammer and sickle with a trident, a symbol of their own identity. This bold act was celebrated by the Ukrainian Culture Ministry as a new stage in the nation's revival. But across the border, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova saw it differently. On Telegram, she lashed out against the Kyiv regime, expressing disdain for the change. The monument itself, a 102-metre-tall steel giant, was built in 1979. It stood as a proud woman holding a sword and shield, and for many, it was a reminder of a shared history. But the transformation of the shield's symbol was a clear message to Russia that Ukraine was carving its own path. Despite the Russian condemnation, Ukraine pressed forward, determined to redefine their culture and identity. Alleged Russian informant detained in connection with Zelensky assassination plot. Ukraine's security service served. The Ukrainian security service was on high alert. Information had reached them about a possible Russian airstrike in the Mykolaiv region, timed to coincide with President Zelensky's visit. The suspect at the center of this plot was an alleged Russian informant. As President Zelensky prepared for his end-of-July trip, the informant was hard at work, gathering intelligence about his planned visit. She was a resident of Oshakov, southern Ukraine, and a former saleswoman in a military store. Her task was not only to discover the president's route, but also to identify locations of electronic warfare systems and ammunition warehouses. However, SBU agents were hot on her trail. They had intercepted her communications and taken additional security measures. Through relentless monitoring, they had uncovered her subversive activities. As she travelled around the district filming Ukrainian objects, her fate was sealed. The SBU acted swiftly and detained the alleged conspirator. A plot that could have led to a tragedy was foiled, and a shadowy game of espionage was brought to light. The alleged informant's arrest sent ripples across the political landscape, exposing a delicate and dangerous dance between two nations caught in a spiral of distrust and conflict.